Most players think their first touch is bad because they don't practice enough, but that's usually not the real problem. The real problem is how they practice. You can spend hours juggling the ball, doing random drills, even playing matches every week, and your first touch still won't improve. But there's a simple 7-minute drill that many academy players use to fix this problem. And the reason it works is because it trains the one thing most players ignore: your first touch under pressure. Let's start with the mistake almost every player makes. When the ball comes toward them, they focus only on controlling it. Their goal is simple: stop the ball. But in real football, stopping the ball is rarely the right move. The moment your first touch kills the ball completely, the defender closes the distance. Suddenly, you're under pressure and you have fewer options. Great players don't just control the ball, they control the space around them. That's why their first touch always moves the ball somewhere useful, sometimes forward, sometimes away from the defender, sometimes into open space. And that small difference changes everything. Now here's the 7-minute drill that helps you develop that kind of control. All you need is a ball and a wall. Stand about 2 or 3 meters away from the wall. Pass the ball firmly against it so it comes back toward you. Now here's the important part. When the ball returns, don't just stop it. Instead, use your first touch to push the ball slightly to the side, just 1 step to the left or right. Then pass it back to the wall again. Repeat this movement continuously. Pass, receive, touch to the side, pass again. Do this for 2 minutes. During this first stage, focus on keeping the ball close while still moving it away from your body. Your goal is to make your first touch feel natural and controlled. After 2 minutes, change the drill slightly. This time, when the ball comes back from the wall, your first touch should push the ball forward instead of sideways. Imagine you're escaping a defender. The ball hits your foot and immediately you push it into space in front of you. Then quickly recover and pass it back to the wall. This part of the drill trains your ability to turn defense into attack with a single touch. Spend another 2 minutes practicing this movement. Now we move to the final stage of the drill. This is where things get interesting. When the ball comes back from the wall, you're going to decide your touch at the last moment. Sometimes push the ball left, sometimes right, sometimes forward. The key is to stay unpredictable. This stage trains something very important in football: decision-making. Because during a real match, your first touch is rarely planned in advance. You react to the defender, the space, and the speed of the pass. By changing direction constantly, you teach your brain to process those situations faster. Do this final stage for 3 minutes, and just like that, your 7 minutes are done. It might sound simple, but this drill works because it trains the exact situations that happen during a match. You're receiving the ball, adjusting your body, and moving it into space with your very first touch. This is the same principle used by some of the best players in the world. Watch players like Lionel Messi when they receive the ball. Their first touch almost never stops the ball completely. Instead, it moves the ball into a position where the defender immediately loses control of the situation. The same thing happens with attackers like Neymar. Their first touch creates space before the defender can even react. And once that space exists, everything becomes easier. You have more time, more options, and more control of the game. But the secret isn't magic talent, it's repetition. Small movements, practiced over and over again until they become automatic. That's exactly what this 7-minute drill builds. If you practice it consistently before training or matches, you'll start to notice something interesting. The ball will feel easier to control. You'll react faster when receiving passes, and defenders will have a much harder time closing you down. Because your first touch won't just control the ball anymore, it will control the game. And once you reach that level, everything in football becomes a little bit easier.